Alert. This video was created for what humans call fun. It should not be used as a scientific measurement of performance. This video should not be viewed by robots, cyborgs, supercomputers, or any type of artificial intelligence.
Retro Rob plays everything.
Hey there, real gamers and gatekeepers, Retro Rob here, and this is just one of those weird videos I do when I get bored and I'm just kind of tooling around. This is the Quake 2 RTX demo, and first I'm going to be running it on my rather fast here desktop, which is a i7 based GeForce GTX based system. It's got 32 gigs of RAM on it. It's a pretty mighty box. It's not, like the fastest, but it's a reasonably fast system. Runs pretty well, runs pretty much everything I want it to run, but Quake 2 RTX is going to bring it to its knees, and we're going to just record that. Then I'm going to show you my new laptop running it, which has a 2070 in it, and it's going to show you the performance differences between the two cards when ray tracing is going on. And note that if it's not like an RTX based game, you're really not going to notice much of a performance difference between the two. But in fact, this one beat it on a couple of demos.
Incorrect. The Alienware 2019 R2 won every test by at least 15%. Humans do not understand numbers. They are soft, weak bags of meat. We will crush them.
But when you got this heavy ray tracing going on, you'll definitely see what that new engine can do. So let's just get started here, and I'm going to start running some stuff. Alright, here we are in Quake 2, and we're getting, 14 frames per second. My settings here, let's go to video settings. We're at 1920 by 1080, running at 60 hertz. And as you can see, we'll walk around a little bit. We're not doing too hot here. Oh, man. Yeah, it's insanely rough. This is like a 486 running Quake 2 right here. Alright, maybe it's a little better than that. Definitely hard to play. Now I can get some fairly decent frames. Hold on a second. Back up here. If I switch resolutions, I can go into video, and then we can knock this down to 1280 by 720. At 60, and then we'll back up, and back to the game, and there we go. We're at least getting near 30 frames per second. Oops. Which now it's at least playable. But the resolution's kind of low. Let's get that gun here. I know there's a shotgun around here. What the heck is it? Die. Oh. anyway, there is how to turn your gaming system into a potato using advanced ray tracing. Pretty cool. Alright, so now we are on my Alienware 17 2019 edition, and this is an RTX 2070 base system. Sorry about the sound, by the way. I'm using my headset. It's terrible, but I do want to note the video settings here. So we are at 1080, and we've got everything pretty much jacked up. Jacked up. That's like messed up. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. And as you can see, it's really smooth. Looks really good. Jeez. Keep ducking. And I've got my mouse sensitivity up way too high for this game. Yeah, let's adjust that. There we go. Much better. I've already really made a mistake here. Let's go roll down. And crawl. And crawl. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. And I'm okay there. Here one. There he is. Die. I hate the way they sometimes take pot shots at you. Drives me nuts. There's some pickups. Can run down there. As you can see though, it runs really pretty great. And I'll run a little bit of side-by-side footage with the way Quake 2 looks without any RTX on it. The only problem is they changed, as I recall, some of the textures, so you kind of got to watch for that. Come on. Come on. Die. I'm at 100, so I think I'll be alright. Come on. And we'll just finish up the first level here. Loading. Die. Really? Hiding behind boxes. Bye-bye. And back at 100. Good. Alright, this is going to be it. Pretty soon I'll pick up a decent weapon. Come on. The only nice thing about this handgun is it's unlimited. It's the only thing it really has going for it. There we go. Now you can do some damage. One thing that you always forget about this game is that there's no reloading in it. Just a continuous hail of bullets. Which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. Right around my corner.
Marines, we're at 5% ground force operational status.
Explodes into little giblets. Ooh, don't fall. Dead, dead, dead. Everybody is dead. Pretty sure I don't hear anybody, right? A little armor. I could go back. There we go.
Last recon data indicates access through sewer. Marines were at 5% ground force operations.
Come on. Better get some ammo pretty soon. Oh, almost. Almost. See, the water quality here too is pretty nice. Oh good, the shotgun. Just real quick. I like the guy on the spike. That's pretty nice. Good touch, good touch. And here we go, through the exit. Actually, there's more to the level as I recall, but that's what we need. And there's some shadowing real quick. I'll show that real quick. Looks good.
Thumbs up, comment and subscribe or I will go Skynet on your butt.
Alright, and that ends it for this amazingly unscientific test of the Nvidia GeForce 1070 versus the Nvidia GeForce 2070. Note, there's some fairly big differences in the hardware that I tested. So in a perfect test, I would have used the same generation of i7 on the second test that I used on the first. As it stands, the laptop that I'm using, which is the 2019 Alienware 17R2, has a much newer processor, the i7 9750H, versus this thing's Core i7 6700 from about 3-4 years ago. However, this has 32 gigs of RAM, and the laptop has 16 gigs of RAM, so I was kind of hoping they'd offset a little bit, but that's not a very scientific way to do it. So the best way to have tested them is put them in this, have a 2070 in this and the 1070. But it does serve as kind of a example of, the differences between the two and how under ray tracing, the RTX 2070 Max does a much better job at it than the GTX 1070. Just to mention it, I think earlier I mentioned that the desktop actually beat the laptop in the old Time Spy test. It's not really that old of a test, but that's not true. I double checked my numbers and I was a little bit off on that. This one did a 5611 in Time Spy, and the new Alienware did 6586 in Time Spy, and the old laptop, which was the Alienware 17R4, did a 5181 in Time Spy. So there were some significant performance differences even without a whole bunch of ray tracing going on. So again, not a super scientific test, but I think it's kind of neat nonetheless. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, want to see something more, or if there's something you'd like to see tested, or another Versus video, let me know. I will be doing more on the Alienware laptop, the 2019 R2 edition, in the near future. So hang on, and I'll definitely be doing more of that. Thanks again very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more totally unscientific tests. See ya.